Hi guys, I'm Lana.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is Rendezvous. She's being clingy tonight. And this is the Second Breakfast Club. And today we're diving into another BTS song to look at the lyrics. One that I think is really underappreciated, called Paradise. As many of you know, I'm, like right now, as I'm sitting here, I'm hours away from going to Europe to present at the BTS conference about big hit entertainment and kind of the social revolution going on through what they're doing. And this was a surprise bit my research fell into, was this song Paradise and the psychology behind it. So I want to just watch it with Dad, and maybe it'll get deep, maybe it won't, but might as well. Not a lot of people do this one, so it needs a little more praise. So let's get into it.
In fact, we got 5 dice right over there. Not just a pair.
Oh, punny.
Sorry, it's a dad joke. All right.
Army loves dad jokes.
Okay.
My favorite, my biased member, like I love them all, is Jin, and he is the king of dad jokes.
Oh, okay.
That's his thing.
Okay.
So Army loves a good dad joke, but they will groan at you.
Yes. Groaning is acceptable.
Groaning is sometimes the goal.
And not only that, but if it's a good dad joke, then only the dad laughs at it. Nobody else does.
Right? Doesn't matter if you amused yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, yeah, after this song.
너의 dream 사실은 짐 미래만이 꿈이라면 내가 어젯밤쯤 돼서 꾼 건 뭐 꿈의 이름이 달라도 괜찮아 다음 달에 노트북 사는 거 아니면 그냥 먹고 자는 거 그것도 안 하는데 돈이 많은 거 꿈이 뭐가 작은 거라고 그냥 아무나 되라고 We deserve a life 뭐가 크건 작건 그냥 너는 너잖아 너야 진짜 세상엔 약속과는 달라 우리 달려야 돼 밟아야 해 신호 따윈 소리야 너무 적지도 없어 아무 풍경도 없어 숨이 턱까지 넘칠 때 You need to 멈췄어도 괜찮아 아무 이유도 모르는 채 달릴 필요 없어 꿈이 없어도 괜찮아 잠시 행복을 느낄 내 순간들이 있다면 멈췄어도 괜찮아 이제 목적도 모르는 채 달리지 않아 꿈이 없어도 괜찮아 네가 내뱉는 모든 호흡은 이미 나
My brain is spinning with things I want to say, but I don't want to say it now.
Good. You're not supposed to say them first, right?
It's the spelling of the translator. Nightmare. I'm so grateful people translate these at all. I don't even hear. Cool. That's Paradise.
Okay.
We're going to clip it here. I don't know what those numbers mean. I have a theory. I don't want them to get mad at me. So I'm going to look it up real quick and pretend I knew. This is all getting cut out. You can gasp all you want. Oh, I was wrong, so I'm glad I didn't say it. It's the number of kilometers in a marathon. She said marathon.
Okay.
Be nice to the cat, rendezvous. She's jealous the cat's getting food. I, for a minute, forgot what the number was. There's another song on this album titled A String of Numbers, and it's the numerical designation for Pluto.
Mm-hmm.
And so for a minute, I was like, is that it? No, that number is longer than this. So,
Right.
I'm glad I looked it up. But, yeah, so it's the number of kilometers in a marathon.
Okay.
So, I'm going to say a few things, but you say it first. You talk first, so
Okay.
I don't taint your brain.
In the old days, we would have said, stop and smell the roses.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry about what other people think your goals should be or your dreams should be. Sometimes it's okay just to enjoy the moment and not have to worry about a goal or a dream that somebody else thinks you should have.
Mm-hmm.
Because every day, like you say, every day that you're breathing, that's paradise because you're here. You're able to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's basically what I'm getting out of that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And I do think that is the basis of it, for sure. The context I appreciate. So the message of this song, the more research I did on Big Hit, this could have been the company mission statement, basically. The CEO of Big Hit, Pang Shiuk, talks a lot about this, about how it's not important to necessarily have a dream. It's important to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
But in his mind, true happiness comes with, like, service to others and comes with, it's not selfishness. But if you're actually seeking real happiness for yourself and those around you, the dreams will come.
And if the dreams are always in the future, why you never enjoy the today?
Exactly.
Right.
I like RM saying, if dreams are only like far things in the future, what was it that I did last night? They're all kinds of dreams. And then along with what you're saying, when talking about this song in a press release, Yoongi said when he thinks about this song, I think, they'll correct me if I'm wrong, I think he was one of the main writers of this song. Because it's definitely a theme he talks about a lot. We just watched So Far Away. He said the big thing with this song is no one teaches young people how to dream, but the world always promotes competition.
Mm.
So there's a lot of people who don't know what they're supposed to be doing, but they know they're supposed to be fighting other people, or they know they're supposed to be ascending somewhere.
Why does your dream have to interfere with somebody else's?
Exactly. Or
why does your dream only have to be being better than someone else?
Yeah, and why are you running for nothing? Why are you exhausting yourself without a goal?
Why are you walking on top of other people?
Right, because there's an element of Korean society talked about here too, where it's so highly competitive. Mm-hmm. What school you go to, what job you get is so important to your life. There are plenty of young Koreans who are like, well, what's the point if I don't know where I'm going? I have to compete, or I have to do something. So I think this speaks to everyone, but it especially speaks to Korea. Mm-hmm. And then finally, a little tidbit I found while doing my research, and I don't know if it'll mean anything, really, but RM in his V-Live about this song said that, because he's always a writer on the song,
right?
Said that a lot of it was based in Marxism.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, oh, well, that makes sense.
Well, Marxism works great on paper. It's just never worked great in reality.
Yeah, and so he wasn't promoting that. He's reading a lot of philosophy.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. The idea that your worth is not your money, or your worth is not... Like in capitalism, your worth is your output. Right. So the opposite Marxism would be you have inherent worth for existing. Mm. So don't judge yourself by your output. I think was kind of the idea there. He just said it had roots in Marxism. So right. I just found that really curious. Nobody talks about that because they don't talk that kind of politics very often. But they do delve a lot into philosophy. So it's something I don't think a lot of Army knew. So, yeah. That's Paradise.
Mm-hmm. Saying it's a marathon, it's a long thing, but it's really fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of like two different ways of looking at life.
Yeah.
One is it's so fast paced you can't get through it, and the other one is this is a big long slog.
Yeah. Well, and if it's a marathon, don't sprint. You know? Be happy in just moving forward sometimes.
Unless once in a while sprinting just feels good.
Absolutely. There'll be times that you do, but you're not worthless if you're not sprinting all the time.
Right.
You know, sometimes you gotta jog.
Mm-hmm. And that's the other thing that makes it a little harder for me to really empathize as much with it is because I've never really cared to beat people or to win.
Yeah.
And so since I've
He's
never
the least
since I've
competitive
never
person on
since
the
I've
planet.
never decided that's what I want, the only person I really compete with is myself.
Yeah.
Because I beat myself up when I do things wrong.
Yeah. Well, that can kind of apply here too.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and so
it's okay to not be perfect. Just
Mm-hmm.
chill out. What are you searching for? What is perfection? What are you running toward that makes you beat yourself up for not being perfect? What's the end goal? You know what I mean?
I need to be a robot.
No, you don't. You need to be kinder to yourself.
I have no problem being kind to others.
Yeah, but that's not good enough.
I know.
As BTS says, love myself, love yourself.
I know.
And as Aram said in his UNICEF speech, it's a little by little every day. You don't just suddenly love yourself. You've got to kind of piece it together, grain of sand at a time sometimes.
That's why when my wife says, I love you, and I say, I love me more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't recommend that. I think you should say I love you back to my mother. But some of it does start with false pride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I have horrible body issues and self-esteem issues, but I've gotten over some of the worst of it because I made myself say nice things about myself, even if I didn't feel it. And over time, a lot of my negative thought did start to shift and change because I didn't let myself say any of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes it does take, I feel awful today, I feel hideous today, but you know what? I guess my nails are okay. So I'm going to focus on that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It
Find something good.
It doesn't just miraculously happen and you don't just suddenly learn to do it. You have to practice it and you have to do things toward it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that about self-esteem. It's not that you either have it or you don't. It's that it's something that has to be developed.
Like when you pick a rose, if you're concentrating on the wilted leaf or the dirt on the stem or the thorn, you're missing the rose and the flower.
Yeah, and all the things that can be good for.
Right.
So, or if you're only concentrating on the roses, you're going to miss the really cool dandelions.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, so that's Paradise. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this song. I feel like it's not discussed enough. So if you have thoughts or feelings, put those down in the comments. And we're going to go record some more. So
Okay.
until next time,
Live on and prosper.
also like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
혼자 살아가고 혼자서만 이별해